Hello everyone, welcome to Pots on TV. It's you. Today we're gonna make 2-floor, 2-bedroom treehouse. If you're ready, let's game, shall we? So everything started with me wanting to make a treehouse because, we never had a backyard in our houses before when I was growing up. That's why I never was able to. I've never been able to enjoy the treehouse thing when I was a child. And then I decided to make a kind of modern house. And then I gave this shape, and I put a tree in the middle. And I thought that the tree should be protected because once I've been to some places, like in Istanbul, there are some cafes and restaurants like that. There is a huge ancient tree trunk is going through that building. There is a train station restaurant combined building in Istanbul. I think you should see that to understand better. If I can find the picture, I'll put somewhere. And that kind of inspired me. Like, I didn't want to directly connect the building to Treehouse. Then I spent so much time on this build, and I completed taking the recording all the things. Then I started to go around with the other treehouse videos on YouTube, and there was this video of Lil Simsy explaining how she's doing the tree houses, and she says that the basics of doing the tree house is you use the house's trunk as the source of strength. So it's like a base of the house. One of the bases of the house is the trunk, and I was just cutting out the trunk's corners, and that took me so much time. Like, I was speeding up this speed run and checking the time that I was just using to cut around the tree, and it's too long. So I cut those parts so that I don't cause you so much trouble. But protecting the tree was my main issue here. Like, I was thinking the eco family, like a nature loving family who really respect the nature, who didn't want to disturb any natural things around the house. There's a lake around the house, there are lots of trees around the house. They never cut anything, they just built the house around it. That was the main idea for me, and I don't know what happened to my sound. Okay. Like, the first half, more or less, would be only me doing the exterior, because I did the exterior and interior at the different times. You will see some difference in the video, and I think put some things to the exterior when I was doing the second day as well. And the biggest change when it comes to the interior design, I started to put some modern furniture here and there, and I started to get the feeling like maybe this is not a family house. This is like too modern to be family house. I don't know why I thought like that, but I couldn't think that a family would live here. I was thinking that maybe the children's room would be at the room below. The fourth floor is the first room right now, and the third floor is the one below right now. It works like that. And I was thinking that maybe the child's room would be at the first floor. Then I realized that maybe I can put only ladder for them to go up and down. So it didn't make sense to me a child to live there. And I wanted to give proper garage area as well. Then I was making that garage area also very modernistic. Then I started to get the feeling like this is not a house of a family. This is something else. This is something else. And I was building house more and more, and I was waiting for more inspiration to find a meaning to this house. And then it suddenly hit me when I was doing the terrace. I think I was putting some platforms, and with the platforms I was trying to decide different regions in on the terrace so that it can be used for different occasions. Then I thought about occasions, why some members of the family need this many occasions. Maybe it's a company, and maybe there's an office, like it's like a home office. So I thought that maybe there are like two male sims are living here. They're both successful businessmen, and they're doing their job from home, and they're doing some meetings at home as well. That's why the like dining room kind of place, it's kind of looking like a meeting room as well to give that atmosphere. I hope you like it, and I made this like structure around the columns that are used as like a fountain of the building. I don't know if this is structurally stable as an engineer who worked on structure of a satellite, and but it sounds like reasonable to me. I don't know, maybe I would make a video about this. Like, I have a friend who is a civil engineer. I think he would know better in terms of this kind of cement structures, and he would comment on it later on, maybe during our live sessions. I am not sure. And maybe we will get those answers. Yes. And I really like the shape of how it turned out around the wood. I made some like a metal crossing structures, and I decided to cover the parking lot like that too. And I wanted to put lots of plants here and there on top of that structure to hide it a bit. Then after putting on one of them, it bored me a lot. It was like too much waste of time. I thought like that. And like the Sims builds are all, like mainly giving me some good time to free my mind and enjoy my time when I'm doing Sims, right? And when I was doing that, I wasn't enjoying anymore. I was like, no, this cannot be my build. I have to enjoy it if I'm doing it. And then I came up with this, yeah. And I decided to hide it. That's why the color became like this dark gray. And I wanted to put lots of wood structures here and there so that it still represents that nature colors around the building. I hope you like it, by the way. I liked how modern it looked in the end, and I'm hoping that it wouldn't cause the tree to shrink over some time. If it was in the real life, maybe that would be a problem later on, because in that building as well, that restaurant was kinda old, and that trunk was getting bigger and bigger. That's why they had to cover it with some aluminum sometime, like aluminum structure or metal structure, to keep the shape the same. So the tree was actually like kind of shrunk in the middle so that the structure of the building is not affected. Yeah, these are my engineering concerns. This is not about The Sims at all. Sorry about that. By the way, I have an announcement to make. This is my last video with this hair. So hopefully today or tomorrow I'm gonna dye my hair into different color. It will be darker color. I have one darker color. It's a surprise. You will see in my next video. But I really hope to do so, because why not? Because I like it. I like to dye my hair, and if it's darker, it would when it gets into black, you wouldn't understand the difference too much. Since it is like that right now, it will stay forever, and the black is coming under, you know. That is kind of annoying me. That's why I'm changing. And when I put those structure on the floor to locate the parking lot, I realized that I located into very incorrect area. That's why I had to make that like snake shaped road, and like giving that proper shape kinda annoyed me. Like it was kinda hard. I could just redo that structure, but no, I was too lazy for that. If you want it, you can do it by yourself. You're seeing how I'm doing already. It's easy. You can do the same. And there's this patio that I did outside, just to make some barbecues with friends without inviting the house, because they might get lazy about it. Like it's too up, you know. There are lots of stairs to climb onto. And on the patio, of course, I used some more wood structure here and there, and I wanted to give some barbecue here. I really recommend you, if you're gonna play with this build. I don't know, I cannot find the reason why you want to play with this build, by the way. I'm gonna come to that later on. But I recommend you to remove that barbecue immediately. Like, the Sims are going crazy about barbecue. I really don't understand why. Like, they always want to go and make a barbecue. That's why it's better to get rid of them in the beginning. And maybe you can put in your inventory so that when you want them to make barbecue, actually, you can put them out. That could be one of the solutions. Maybe, I don't know. It's up to you. And I don't know why you would want to download this house, because although it looks nice and I took lots of good screenshots with it, I'm like so proud of how it turned out. And I put so many trees here and there. Maybe that would make it hard to see what is happening in the patio when there's a party going around. But other than that, since the building is at the third and fourth floor, and there is almost nothing at the first and second, your camera, it tends to go up and down very frequently. Especially when you're inside the house. Since I created that weird structure around the trunk, um, your camera is going suddenly down, like suddenly you're at the first floor. It was so annoying. Like, when I was doing the house, I was about to cry. It was so frustrating for me. And with this video, I kind of mastered using the Sims Treehouse. By the way, you're seeing the lake that I had done for the first time. I was seeing that people were doing the lakes like this, and um, when I was doing this lake at that moment, watched the speed run recent to that video. Like, it was close. The time was really close to that, and like I was seeing it maybe like 1,000th time already, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a house that's supposedly in the nature, so there has to be something more to represent the nature, right? And I watched how to make lakes billion times already. There is no escaping from that. So let's go out of your comfort zone and try new things. I thought like that. And then that led me doing that lake. I cut that part, how I done that in detail. There are lots of videos about it. Just you can just check it, and you can ask me on comments, and I'll explain to you later on as well. Or I can make you just that kind of like, let's make a lake kind of video. And we would build a huge lake, because why not? That would be nice actually, a lake house. Maybe in the next video. Yeah. By the way, I'm doing this in the world of the cats and dogs. I cannot remember the name right now. I really like the nature of there. You can put a house like in the middle of a mountain, like a kind of high from the city. That's why I chose here, and I made the house bigger, like 3 times bigger than how it is actually. And be careful about the house as well when you're changing the build, like the items, objects inside your house. If you accidentally touch the tree, it moves in a very crazy ways. That's why it's really hard to relocate it. Like, I did that mistake once, just now, in the video, and it was really hard after that. See, I put the ladder here, and I created that diamond shape area just to go down. And under this, I decided to make it 2 bedroom for like these co-workers, partners, whatever you call. And then that room with the jungle adventure flooring would be the dining area. And this is another toilet bathroom thingy that I did. And this room is supposedly become the study, and it's like a boss's room. One of them would be more bossy. He needs his surroundings, and he is more into the nature. So I thought that like maybe they came up with this idea, like 2 guys. One of them is kind of bossy, and he enjoys nature a lot. That's why he insisted on living in a place like this and making the company located here. And then the other is kind of relaxed guy, cool guy, whatever comes, he's okay. And he was more involved in the beginning to the job. He created the job actually. Then they became partners along the way because the leader guy gave some really good ideas so that this business is known better. So I came up with this kind of story in my head when I was doing it. And I think that in the toilet, if you had watched, um, the counters that I put, I never put those top shelves, top counters to the toilet. So it was first, like lots of firsts were happening in this treehouse. Like I was like very relaxed when I was trying new things because it was already a huge thing for me. I never done a treehouse before, so I was like going crazy. I was putting different colors, the brown colored furniture because why not? I used kitchen stuff, fancy kitchen stuff here. And this is the entrance area, and the entrance room is bright yellow. Did you like it? Like, I like to put some bright colors with that kind of main door. I don't know if you would agree with me or not, but I really like that. That's why I gave that color. And I really enjoy to use orange or green into my kitchens. That's why I put that, and I created these protected walls for the areas that can be ruined during the fire. And I was really struggling with how to put the like small dining area. Should I put like bar stools or should I put a table? Then I decided to put a table in the end. And I wanted to give a small area for them to eat so that like two of them or one friend can enjoy eating meal with them at that area. And the meeting area is more of a like a meeting area, you know, like it's for business. So maybe they're eating there, maybe they're making meetings there, then they're eating there. So it's giving a formal aspect in my mind. And when I was putting the decorations on the wall, I had struggled a lot because with that kind of dining table, I really like that dining table. I really wanted to protect that over there. I wanted to put that there. Then I couldn't find proper lamps, proper picture. It was like a real struggle for me. Real struggle for me. And then I created this small living room atmosphere as well. And I gave that statue of dog there and some TV stuff here and there. And I was still considering if there should be a child in this room. Maybe they, one of them adopted a child or something. That's why I was like, keep going to children's stuff. And like, okay, never mind. Like, this doesn't fit anyways. I cannot find a room here. And I was about to create another room actually. I was so much in between. Maybe if you're watching and if you like this house, and if you think that you're a talented builder, you can let me know, and you can add a room for a kid, or you can convert this house into a family house, and you can let me know so that I can make a tour video about that. It will be fun to watch, to see the different versions of this tree house. Other than that, I gave these frames so that I thought that they would put their business trip promotion photos over there. And other than that, there is a dog here. Yeah, I gave that dog bowl. The guy who loves the nature, the bossy type, he has a dog as well. And the other guy also loves the nature, by the way. That's why he agreed to live here and work here. He loved the idea, but he is more of a like mountain guy. Like he likes to climb. That was my idea. Like he likes to go to Mountain Kamarebi. He likes to climb. He likes to have fun there. And that was their common interest actually. That's how they meet in the beginning. They were at the mountain camaraderie and they were both hanging there like that, hanging around there. Um, and they met each other and they realized that this business is their common interest as well. That's how they developed their friendship. Yeah, I'm creating this story right now. But this story was coming to my mind when I was actually building this house. Like, the more I put the objects, the more I created the personalities. I really like to put the personalities in the room types that I'm creating. And at this corner, I'm putting more meeting stuff. And there had to be, of course, some bookshelves and proper things to make it look like a business area, like a lounge and business area. And then maybe another weird thing, if you're gonna play with this house, is like the tree trunk is always going in on your way. Like, it's always in your way, and it kind of might get annoying. But I really love to see someone playing in this house. I don't know if I would play myself. I'm not sure. Maybe in the future, if I create a series, I have some series ideas, by the way, in my mind to start. Like, I want to make some gameplays in English as well. If I start, maybe I would use this house. It's one of the candidates for sure. Like, I really enjoyed what I was doing in this house. I hope you enjoy as well. By the way, if you came to this far and if you're still listening to me, thank you very much. Because sometimes I'm watching my videos as well, and I'm thinking that maybe I'm talking too much, right? Like, I tried to combine different styles of showing the houses. Like, I tried to like integrate myself when it is necessary, and then I pushed myself back and I put some background music. And I thought that maybe that's the correct way to do it. But then I thought that, like, instead of putting just music, I'd like to talk more. Because if I'm showing you the speed run of how it is done, I think that the storytelling is very important to me, and I'd like to share you what I'm thinking when I'm doing this kind of builds. So I hope you're wondering what I'm doing when I'm doing this kind of builds, and that's why I want to talk. Other than that, yeah, let's come to this point. This bathroom is kinda giving me very bad feelings because I really wanted to put a bathtub there. I don't know why I insisted there because there's no bathtub. I think that was the issue. Yeah. There's a dog and there's no bathtub. That was irritating me a lot. That's why I had to put a bathtub over there, and that led me the point that there is no sink. So I had to push the sink inside the second bedroom, like the relaxed guy. So since he is still relaxed, he didn't mind that the sink is kind of outside. Like, it's not a problem that sink is outside, but sink is inside the bedroom. Maybe this is a problem. Yeah, I could have just covered with a wall. Why didn't I think that before? I don't know. It's so stupid. You can do that. Yeah, you do that. Yeah. You can cut some corner and put that there. And this dog is also living at the like business area. So the boss is making the personal conversations in his room, and that's how I imagined it. And in this patio area, I didn't want to put so many chairs as well. I didn't think it's for everyone. Maybe when they come from newspaper and they want to make some interviews, they are welcoming there here, maybe. And I wanted to give some proper night lights as well. I wanted them to look cool, So this light, I really like it, but I usually use it with like smalling once more. I think it's kind of big, don't you think so? I really like to make it smaller. Then the lighting became more or less what I was imagining. I was hoping more. I don't know what, but I was trying to give more light here. I was hoping that it won't be too dark in the night, but it turned out it's too dark. And I wanted to give one truck and one sports car. Sports car belonged to the business type men. Like they're both business type men, but one of them is leader as well. So the leader type one has a proper car, and the other one has a truck. And I thought, then I think I gave up on the truck and I just gave a bicycle. Yeah. Sorry, this building I think I did like 3 weeks ago. It's already in my gallery. Some of you already downloaded it. And if you look at the gallery, it looks really ridiculous. It's more or less only the tree. So this is the only way for you to discover how this place look actually. Ah, there's a truck, yeah. And there are some bicycles as well. I gave them both bicycles and cars, yeah. Can EA, can you please put cars on Sims? Can you? Like, we are kinda fed up with that cars are not official in the Sims 4. Yeah, I hope we're gonna see it. And they're thinking that the cars are coming this year as well. Let's see. Like, I started to play Sims 4 last summer, and this game is out almost for 7 years, and they have been promising the cars for a long time already. Like, I'm not sure if they were promising directly, but they were like giving signals, as far as I understood. But people wanted cars from the very beginning, and it's still not here. So the expectations are high, especially when the Sims 5 is not coming yet. There is no news about it. So yeah, we are still waiting for the cars. And these are the final touches, I think. I'm just putting some the last minute items here and there, and some wall decorations. I like to give some Japanese looking items as well, like the snowy escape from the snowy escape pack. And the last part that I did was the terrace and balcony areas. This balcony, I really loved it. I would stay here forever. Like, I imagine that it's always like super warm, and under the tree it's the wind is kind of blowing steadily, slowly, and it is kind of breeze. And then you're just laying down in a very huge couch and just drinking your tea and watching the magnificent view. Yeah, that will be the vibe for this balcony. And you're next to a giant tree. That's really cool. When I was thinking, I really like to live here. Yeah, if you plan to buy me this kind of house, please send me an email or something. I would consider. Other than that, yeah, there's a lounge area. That platform higher place is kind of a additional lounge area just to relax. And there is again another dining table for bigger events, and there is a bar I put. I really like this kind of counters. If you know my other builds, you have seen this counter many times probably. I really like to put here and there. And I put here again, and I didn't want to put bar stools because there wasn't enough space for them, I thought. Instead they have a huge table already. And I realized there are almost no skill items here, skill building items. So I gave this chest here, and then this archaeology desk as well. I think this is more or less it. So I really hope that you like this video, and if you like this build, and if you like to see more of videos like this, please make sure to put like to my video and subscribe to my channel. And if you push the bell icon after subscribing, you would get known by the new videos immediately. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna see you next week again. Bye.